professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, the culture of economic sanctions. Young, chubby, slim, fresh out the gym, gotta talk to you. So Kanye West made some statements, I guess, on Drink Champs, and then he tweeted something, and then he got canceled by a bunch of people. And I was trying to figure out what he said. Like, it happened so fast. It took me a while to even hear some of the things he was talking about. So if from what I've seen and heard, if it's the I'm jealous part, that's bull. If it's the DEFCON 3, because that's what they got, the DEFCON 3 thing, and he said DEFCON 3. If it was only the word DEFCON 3 and not the rest of the comment, it's all BS. But I will say this. People try to make the point of, freedom and people getting canceled and this, that, and the third, and how, America is a capitalistic society. Well, true. But Adidas isn't an American company. Balenciaga isn't an American company. Def Jam, however, is. The Gap, I believe, is. So JP Morgan Chase, I believe, is. So what's interesting to me is this idea that his talent agency definitely is, right? So when you do something people don't like, the same way they put economic sanctions on other countries and continents, they do with the Americans. That's what, Jim Crow was. That's what redlining and blockbusting was. That's what, if y'all don't know, in the 80s when the Nation of Islam wanted to get into the hair care industry, and Jewish people actually blocked them from doing it. Going to all the vendors and distributors like, So that's what that is. It's interesting because, Adidas, a company founded by a Nazi, if I'm not mistaken, was like, we can't deal with that, which is a good thing because, Germany is also the country that made a Jesse Owens Stadium, years after the, decades after the whole Olympics in Germany. And so they've made their gestures of, hey, we're not what we used to be. So I get that. But this idea that, I'm so crazy. What did you say about these people? And it's like, listen, man. The same way y'all talk about us being too woke and too sensitive, it's funny how every other group, if something is even said about them that's not even offensive, they can never be too woke or too sensitive, and they can never overreach and go too far. So the other thing about that is, you can't say stuff didn't happen to other people. Did what Kanye do, was it at the same level of Mel Gibson? No. Was it at the same level of PewDiePie on YouTube? No. But, I think what black people in particular like to talk about is y'all like to put a whole lot of sauce on when we say something, and y'all got to take it out of context. So much so that when y'all cancel us, y'all never actually show what we got canceled for. And that was the issue with this. Once again, the same thing you could say, they say Farrakhan is anti-Semitic. But he says, go back to what I said. 40 years almost went past and nobody went back to what he said. And the whole thing with Kanye, what did he say? It's like pulling teeth to find out actually what he said. Kind of like the same way when Donald Sterling got caught and he called the black Jews in Israel and Jerusalem dogs, and they took that clip out of it. You remember that? Oh, you don't remember that because that clip didn't last too long on the news and social media. So, because most black people say we are, it's hard to be anti-Semitic if we are Semitic people, and that's the truth. You know, Jewish people aren't Semitic; they're Yiddish. It's a difference. But that's a whole nother thing. But here's the problem with the economic sanction part. We talk about race, ethnicity, religion, and equality, and this, that, and the third. But you see how far people go to make sure it's unequal. You see how far it goes. Now, people can say Kanye is the type of person that he'll blow up a situation just so he can have the rights back. And what I mean is, you know, he'll create his own, you know, I'll manufacture my shoes and sell them myself. Y'all just getting in the way, really. Because Adidas wasn't doing too well until Yeezy came through anyways. So let's see where they go now. If they think they're going to be able to take Kanye's designs and still sell them, and it's not going to work that way. But that's a whole nother process. I'm going to cancel you and steal all your stuff, but what you said is the problem. No, what you're trying to do is a problem too. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.